Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to our Minerals Monday Live tonight in honor of Gay Pride Month. It's June, and we're doing Tourmaline, the Rainbow Stone. Oh gosh, please don't take it the wrong way if I'm silly, because the whole idea is just, it makes me silly. And I would also like to add some African pride and have a discussion because I want to listen deeply on the chat stream to my people so that we can have a, a discussion about the hot topic now, which is racism, which I see as a subset of bigotry. And bigotry is a cardinal sin. It's wrong. So I would like to actually have that as a topic. Now, what I would like to share with you is this is my part of my African dance costume. I actually dance Congolese and belong to an African tribe. It's actually this material is from Senegal. This is from my friend, Princess Kaja Awa, and she's the princess in Senegal, and she has this beautiful cloth, see, which she made. They make everything by hand. I think this has gold in it. See how there's the gold thread? And so this is my Senegalese. And in the Congolese tribe, in the dance troop, actually we're a dance troop, we wear our scarves on our heads, not around our necks. So yeah, we love wearing headscarves majorly. Okay, so I would like to say thank you so much to all my loyal viewers, everyone who is new. Welcome, 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 Bag of Stones. And I understand you love minerals too. And here's our schedule for tonight. First, let's have a lively debate because I have to be honest that I live in a white supremacist neighborhood. Okay, I'm just going to be straight up about it. If you Googled, looked up on YouTube even, and you put in San Diego Poway, Poway, you'll see that we had a horrible, bigoted mass murder here in the last year and a half. It was a 20-year-old guy who was living at home with his mom, and he just machine gunned out a Jewish temple. So I'm telling you, it's right here in Whiteville, and it's ugly. Racism is ugly in every color. Okay, even if it's white on white, it does. Oh my God, the bigotry. So that was labeled anti-Semitism or whatever. It's all the same in my book. Opinions I want to hear. Oh yeah, Zelda knows. Zelda. Yeah, you heard about the Poway shooter. The Poway shooter, I'm telling you, it's a bunch. We call them the Yahoo Boys. They live right up the road from me. They're disgusting. They drive around with flags in their pickup trucks as though they're patriots, and they're espousing hate. Now, my personal opinion, and thank you, YouTube, this is for entertainment only, and my personal opinion, I think they're trying to start a race war. I mean, it feels like there's a serious foreign influence to turn Americans against each other, because divided, it makes us vulnerable. And this is the United States of America. We need to quit fighting each other, all this infighting, because this is American versus American, okay? And start to acknowledge what kind of foreign entities are on our soil right now. Because I found out, okay, remember how I put up that video recently about the unidentified officers? Okay, I looked into it. Some of the police agencies or forces are ordering their officers to cover their name and ID. Okay, that's the first thing. So some of them, it appears that they are actual sworn officers, but they have been ordered literally to take off their identification. That I found out about. That's not everywhere. In San Diego, I think last Friday, like 7 days ago, I think it was the county board and the superintendent of police issued a no restraint order, which means, and I don't know how long it's going to go into effect. Right now, the police are not allowed to restrain anyone. They're like no restraint, not just the no neck hold thing. No restraints allowed during arrest because people are not resisting arrest. We don't have a lot of arrests here where we're at. Zelda, did you hear about a bunch of arrests? Hey, Italy! Mwah! Bienvenuta! Ciao, bella! Ah, por italiana. Es mucho bueno. My Italian is weak. I mostly speak Portuguese. Yeah. Hello, Ashes. Okay, so we're going to talk about bigotry. And I want to hear, especially from people who feel like, I hate to be so blunt about this, but feel like people who live in supremacist neighborhoods need a lesson, okay? So I'm open to hearing and listening on the chat stream from basically anyone who wants to raise the vibration so that we know how to deal with this, because we don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Okay? All right, Tima. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I want to share two very important pieces of news. First of all, number one, as I mentioned before, the video with the unidentified police is, yes, they are actually not identifying themselves, and they are police. But now in Washington, D.C., just over the last couple of days since that video was produced, there has been, and I predicted that Pelosi would actually be working on it, and it turns out that right now in the Senate, I think that they are, or in the Congress, they are actually drafting a proposal, and it's going to be like voted on within 24 hours. Something legislation is in the House right this minute. Pelosi proposed something about police brutality, so that's happening this very moment. Okay, and then I found out that what happened in Washington, D.C. is, okay, since that video, everybody found out about the Bible thing, the thing where Trump desecrated the sacred Bible and held it. That's a sacre bleu, is very, very, very unholy move that he did. Okay, and three things I want to talk about. Number one is, turns out he lost a major group of his voter supporters. I know a lot of you guys are new and you haven't had a chance to watch the tarot over the last year, but I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm a numbers scientist, so I do data science, one of those degrees. This one here is in engineering, and I actually am a professional data scientist. And the last I saw, 45% of Trump's, or about half of Trump's support who actually vote for him, identify as, on a poll, a white evangelical. And so that base, that is his primary voting block, his base, they're turned on him. After the Bible thing, he went way down in the polls. And so he's lost a major chunk of his white evangelical support group, because it was just so fake that he'd never read the Bible, and he didn't even know how to hold a Bible. And anybody who actually views the Bible as sacred and who reads it knows that what he did was commit a sacrilege. Okay. Zelda says the minorities are white in your neighborhood. Filipino, Asian. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's what it was like. Actually, I was very much like that, but that was literally a block away. Okay, so when I moved a block away, I was definitely the minority. Like I was the only white. Well, they identified me as white. I don't identify myself as white, but they identified me as, blue eyes, blonde hair. That I will say I have. But it was mostly Latinos from all over South America, and mostly Central America. Half of them are about Mexicans, and then the Asians are almost all from the Philippines. And then there's a very large in Poway. There's a very large Middle Eastern. So there's like Indians and Pakistanis. I had an Indian roommate. The guy was from India, a technologist like myself. So very mixed. And then I was the only European descent family in there, and I'm Nordic actually. And I moved to this other side, and it's only a mile away because that was a lousy apartment complex. It was really bad. And so this one I'm at, which is really nice, like a mile away, like it's like you could walk from here to there, literally. It's totally different. It's like, oh my God, it's so nice compared to the other one. It's just plain mixed. It's just like everybody's just normal and has a job. So there's a lot more Africans in here, which I feel more comfortable around, because there was no African Americans in that other complex, none, zero. So like here, it's just all mixed. Like people come and go because, so I feel more comfortable here, but it was way too heavily Latino in the other place. They were just like throwing trash around. And my best friend is Latina. And I'm like, why did the Mexicans just throw their trash on the ground? And they're like, well, it makes them feel superior because they can get away with it. I'm like, that kind of attitude is just, yuck. So anyways, here we are. So how can we have a better attitude about this? Because I'm not buying the race war. Okay. I'm not going to join the race. That I'm just not buying it. So we're doing rainbow stones today. Okay. We're doing rainbow stones. Okay. Now, this is the thing that I found out. First of all, like I said, Pelosi, the Russian deck, wants to come out. Pelosi, right this minute, has proposed legislation regarding police brutality. So it looks like that's going to be passed in the next couple of days. Okay, so I want to follow up with Derek Gavin because exactly. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Gma. Oh, he lost lots of senior voters too. Oh, I can believe it, Gma. And statistically, by the age category, unless the young people come out, more older, demographically, the age, more people vote, the higher the age category. County, or in the U.S., county, I didn't see that. I didn't see that bag of stones. I didn't see that. But yeah, he lost his evangelical majority. Not everybody. There will always be staunch supporters. So he still has about 60% of his supporters left. That's not going to make the cut to win an election, especially when he lost the popular vote last time and went on. Okay, so Derek Gavin. I predicted, and for anyone who hasn't had a chance, please definitely after the show tomorrow, because I won't be able to put up videos for the next couple of days. I got to do some other work, you guys. I do veterinary techno. I have some animals I got to work on. Definitely read the June predictions because a bunch of stuff is coming up. It starts on the 12th. Right now, the energy is against the people. It's in Trump's favor. It changes on Friday. This Friday, boom, that's it. And from the 12th to the 21st, the whole thing builds up and then pops on the eclipse. And it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty for Donald Trump at all. I actually saw that I think Kim Jong-un's double is come out. He's an imposter. I have friends who are like in Korea, because like I said, this is a really Asian neighborhood. And they told me no one in Korea believes the guy is alive. They recognize the body double because he's different. He's happier. They said he smiles and he's happier. And also his hand gestures, the body double is a lot more effeminate. I looked at his hands. So that's not the real KJ. If you see that. What I read in the hit on KJU, which one of my viewers actually told me, was that he was, there was an attempt on his life. It was not successful because he didn't actually die. I think they were like keeping him in a coma or something. It's really weird. So, but no, he's not coming back to life. He's not retaining power again. So KY Jelly Roll is his sister. That's what we call her, KY Jelly Roll, for everybody from Z Queen. Hi. So her job that on my reading hit on KJU is that she is there to create the propaganda for the transition, because they don't want anyone to know that she's in power because she's a woman or something like that. But so she's the one in charge of doing the propaganda for the transition of power in North Korea. North Korea and South Korea are very active right now. Okay, yeah, I got that name from the Queen. I love the Queen's channel. Welcome to everybody from Z Queen. She's the bomb, absolute best. Okay, so what I read on that June prediction is on the 21st, 22nd, there's going to be an imposter who comes out. On the 23rd, there's going to be someone who showed, I get my dates mixed up, but right in that area between the 21st and the 24th, there's going to be a woman who's right now like sequestered. We never normally hear from her. She's going to come out. She's going to come out. We need to watch for her because she might be difficult to find in the newsfeed. And there's going to be a change. It's favorable for the whole situation starting right that date, and then the whole thing just falls. The whole Trump dynasty just starts to fall. Now, this is the thing. I believe, and we talked about this last week on the live stream. Thanks for coming back, Kate. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the return viewers. Deb Z, hi Deb, great to see you. Is that Gavin is not going to be prosecuted, and he was actually at his hearing today. According to the news, his bail was increased from $500,000 to $1 million. I don't know if that means he could still be released if he posts bail. Okay, so let's ask that first. Will Gavin be released and will he post bail and be released? Will he post bail and be released? Okay, because that's going to happen this week. Oh my God, you guys, I'm almost afraid to ask. Will Gavin post bail and be released? Okay, so this is the money agreement. So, of course, he has bail set. The Two of Coins says they doubled his bail today. What was $500,000 is now $1 million. Okay, in the recent past, they had to make a decision about him. So they had to make a tough decision. And so what they did was I think they gave him a second degree something and third degree manslaughter. So that was the tough decision, along with charging the assisting officers as his accomplices. Okay. The center of the reading is an Ace of Clubs. That's yes. So that means he will be released. Can you believe this, you guys? This is the yes. He will be released. He will post bail and be released. At this very moment is the Knight of Swords, you guys. That is KY Jelly Roll. These are like executioners. This is her army, okay? This is the North Korean army at this very moment that is interfering with the Derek Gavin case. And in the end, of course, his judgment, he still has to go back to court. Okay, but that's BS. This says that he's going to be released and post bail. That's sick, you guys. That's sick. Okay. Now, I also read that the protests and the rioting and everything like that was going to flare up because of the news on Gavin. So I don't know if it's because he's going to be released or if they're going to drop charges, okay? Because I found out that I think they're going to rule, this Hierophant, that he is immune to prosecution. And when they rule that he's immune to prosecution, that's when the United States is going to start the actual rioting. What we're seeing now is like a preview. It's like a movie trailer of what's to come. Okay, this is serious, you guys. Not only is he going to post bail and be released at the hearing, he might not get his charges dropped until after the election because they might want to wait until November. But in the end, will Derek Gavin be found immune to prosecution? So we want a yes. We want a yes. Otherwise, it's like, no. Okay? We got a yes on the last one. It's the clubs. And the reason why the Russian deck came out is because it's the communist influence, you guys. The communist party that is maneuvering inside of our United States. Okay, interfering with our stuff. So the question is, will he be found immune to prosecution? Okay, and we need a double set of card pulls here. And at the bottom of this deck, will he be found immune to prosecution? This is the agreement between two countries. So this is the United States and another country making an agreement to set Gavin, set up Gavin's judgment. This is the Hierophant. That's the court that's going to hear his case. The Five of Clubs, the obstruction of justice. Okay, will this guy be immune to prosecution? This is rioting. That's what's going to happen, you guys. And this is the reverse Chariot. So this says very, very slowly. Not quick. Super slow, because like I said, they probably have to delay it till after the election. Aren't these cards gorgeous? Oh my God, this Russian deck. In the recent past, Six of Cups. Oh, this is nostalgia and the betrayal. Okay, so this is a double set of betrayals. This is the MAGA. This is like MAGA, the betrayal of the United States and by the MAGA, the nostalgics who are, oh, we want to go back to the way it was. We want to be, no more minority equality. Screw that. Dixieland. That's like the Dixieland mentality. I told you these guys ride around in pickup trucks with, sometimes they have Dixieland flags in their cars, okay? At this present moment, the King of Clubs. Guess who the King of Clubs is? Putin. Because he's the one who's in charge of the communication. Okay, he initiates this communication. This is actually a reverse KY Jelly Roll. If you didn't see my KY Jelly Roll, Meet the New Successor, oh my God, you'll see that we did a character read on her. She's the Five of Pentacles. She gets off. This is a sadistic energy that says, I get sadistic pleasure from throwing people out in the cold. And the reason it's reversed is because KY is in on it too. KY is in on it too. So this, once again, this is all this co-opting and interference. In the end, the Five of Cups. Okay, this is Derek Gavin not being prosecuted. Look at this. A reverse prosperity card. This is like poverty. Poverty. In the end, poverty. Okay? There is no yes. in this reading. So it does not say, yes, Derek Gavin will be found immune to prosecution. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Everybody praise your higher power being, okay? I don't want to be pro, any or anti any religion or anything like that. Okay? So see this in the end, the blood is spilled. Five people. 5 people are going to go down over this, Derek, over the George Floyd murder. That's what this is saying. 5 charges are going to be prosecuted. So all 4 of them will most likely be found guilty. That's good, because what I found out is the defense is going to try to find Gavin immune to prosecution because he had his hands in his pocket, claiming that he couldn't defend himself is bunk because there were 3 other officers holding Mr. Floyd down at the same time. Sorry, that's not going to fly with me or the American public. That's a good thing, because you know what? If they refuse to prosecute the guy, this place, I read that this place is going to go off. It's going to be bad enough if they release him on bail. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that we're going to have a total psychic storm happen when Gavin gets released, and it could be any time, you guys, this month, anytime this week. Wow. Oh, we can't wait for the horror show to end. Oh, guess what? The horror show is going to be beginning, but it's going to go mostly, it's going to be the most dynamic, the most traumatic between the 12th of June and the 24th of June. So I'm a cowgirl. I treat it like gunfight at the OK Corral. Keep your head low, and if you can make a quick exit, don't even participate in that, because that's not the health and healing of the planet. We want to have health and healing towards the planet, right, you guys? So in a few minutes after we finish, we'll do another 10, 15 minutes of tarot. And then we're going to do an astral journey. Has anyone done an astral journey before? We're going to transmute our form into a light being and go into the Tourmaline Mine, which is closed right now. This is a active Tourmaline Mine where we are actively mining tourmaline, and it's Cruziero, Brazil. It's huge. It's actually one of the largest, I think it is the largest tourmaline mine. So we'll have our little mini lecture on tourmaline, the rainbow stone, in honor of Gay Pride Month. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Down with bigotry. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. It's great to see everybody here. You have astral journey. Yay, bag of stone. This will be easy. If you have not done an astral journey, it's very simple. However, you want to prepare yourself emotionally and psychically to be in a good space, okay? Because a lot of crystal caves are filled with quartz and they amplify your energy. So we're going to start by attuning our energy before we go into the mine, because we want to have the joy and the beauty and the happiness of the tourmaline to send us to sleep tonight. We only do astral journeys once a month. The other weeks we do what's called a color meditation for sleep meditation, where we fill our dreams with a color. So we did aquamarine. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. But an astral journey is different. We're going to actually transmute and go into the mine. The mine is active. People go in there. So it's not dangerous. The last place we went was you couldn't even be human and go in there. That is on the Minerals Monday, the Mexico Crystal Cave. Oh my God, that astral projection was bomb, you guys. When I hit the vortex, on my fingers because that's hand magic. That's like magic level #1. And I have that vortex pre-created, and all I did was just send that tiny little bit of energy out. One of the viewers actually saw the and I saw it, the flash of light that came to us into our brains, because it can't come through our eyes, of what it was like to be inside that active cave in Mexico. Okay, now the Tourmaline mine is not active. The stones are already made. Okay, they're not growing right at this minute. Okay, so it's a lot more stable environment. It's a lot easier to go into. They have oxygen there. It's amazing. Like people go down there every day. Oh, Jazzy, that's wonderful. Oh, the best sleep. Oh, Marjorie, you had this best sleep. Oh, what's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, so we checked up on, will he be immune? No, it's very possible. We got the yes that he's going to be released. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That could be the quote unquote psychic storm that goes off. Now, what's the other question we wanted to ask this week? What was the other question, you guys? Bach this afternoon. Oh, I love Bach. Okay, so I'm actually a professional musician. And yes, I don't prefer playing Bach. I prefer Grieg. I'm actually in the Hall of Fame, the Vox Hall of Fame for Grieg, Edvard Grieg. I am Nordic, so I think I just bonded with his feeling emotion of the mountains and fjords of Norway. And I'm in the Hall of Fame for Grieg, Edvard Grieg, the Mountain King. I love aquamarine. You've traveled to Tijuana. That's a little tricky right now. Okay, so we need to ask the last political question. What was it, you guys? What was the big question on everybody's mind this week? Oh, V5, Volume 5. That's right. The unredacted Mueller report is out, and I can't forget which guy said, one of the guys said that he has questions. He's questioning the validity of some of the remaining unredactions. So before the report is released fully, because right now it's only partially unredacted, he wants to unredact other sections, claiming that there was no just cause for having those redactions. So let's take a look at V5, Volume 5, which shows that Trump is a Russian asset. Okay, what does Spirit want us to know in this moment for Volume 5 while we get ready for our beautiful Tourmaline astral journey and get ready to go to sleep with our new consciousness paradigm of equality and love for all colors and persuasions and belief systems. Okay, because that's what this really is. This is a new consciousness paradigm. This is innocence. This says that we need to be innocent like little children. We need to keep our minds open, that remember that a new paradigm is zero. It's new. It really is brand new, and we are innocent. And to remember that we kind of don't know what we're doing. Okay, universe says 9 spread. V5 is big. These are the players. This is the intention of the players. This is what universe wants us to know about the players in the V5. Okay, the players. Luck. A lot of it's luck, you guys. It's based on fortune. This is like good luck, no matter how you spin it. This is good luck for everybody. The 8 of Wands Club. These are 8 bad guys who are working in the United States government. And the army. 9 of Coins. This is the army of that which is most precious, which right now would be mostly data, voting, and money. So this would be poll numbers, voting, the election. This is the army around the November 2020, the United States election. The motivation and intention of the V5 and the players, the Wheel of Fortune, that's just like us, you guys, is dormancy. Look at this. It's like put on hold, go to sleep, blah, blah, blah. That's the kind of fortune they want us. They want us to be asleep. They don't want us to be awake. The bad boys, the 8 of Wands or 8 of Clubs mob, aligned with the Kremlin, who are operating within the United States government on behalf of the Communist Party. Their intention is mutiny. They want to walk away. They know what they're doing is wrong. This is mutiny. They want, actually, deep in their hearts, V5 wants to take out the Trump dynasty. The Knight of Coins, the army in charge of voters, wants victory. This is the card of victory. This is victorious. So we want a free and fair election and to be victorious in the overturning of the current administration while the people are asleep. Not good. This is not good. I don't like this 4 of Swords here, you guys. Let's run some. We might need clarifiers on this. Okay. These are what universe wants us to know. Fate, destiny, luck, okay, is asleep. Our good luck is asleep and it's being stolen. Our fate, our destiny is under attack. The universe wants us to know this, okay? Why? Because of money, loans, and debt agreements with China. We owe China. Trump owes China. Look at this. We are at the mercy of China. The Communist Party. In the end is high anxiety, you guys. This is bad news about V5. Okay? A 9 of Swords is high anxiety, but high. Okay, we need clarifiers. High and, ooh, look, the Ace of Swords said, this is a truth. This is the truth that the universe is going to pull from these cards. Oh, I wanted to let you know that one of my psychic abilities is referred to as telekinesis, which is the ability to work with submolecular structures. So when I feel the cards, I feel their energy with my energy, my psychic abilities. I don't see them with, so I don't know what card I'm pulling. I just feel the cards. Universe likes me to pull sometimes. Okay, so first of all, I want clarity on the 4 of Swords. King of Cups, that is someone who's jerking us around on our emotions. That's like Donald Trump, the candidate. He's somehow controlling the situation. Here, this is the truth, you guys. This is the Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups, look. It's a pair that's extremely rare, you guys. Like I've never pulled the King and the Queen together like this. Okay, this is healing, Kuan Yin, heart and soul, the healing of our emotions. Okay, we as the United States of America need to heal our emotions so that we don't react to the V5, that instead we have a plan of action. Donald Trump wants to be in charge, you guys. The last card on V5 and the 4 of Swords is the 8 of Cups. This is the loss, you guys. This is blood being shed. The universe wants us to know that part of the reason that it's being kept in dormancy is because the men who care about us don't want more blood to be spilled over the news, because I have a feeling that the interference and the co-opt of the Communist Party into the elections and into the United States government is so huge that if we actually knew what was going on, it would actually be harmful. There's like this thing when you take a Hippocratic oath that doctors are told that in certain cases they do not tell the patients their prognosis because it could cause them to freak out. So we have to be told gently. Okay, so why is there high anxiety over the V5? Why is there high anxiety over V5? I knew this because we're not going to like it. When we hear what's going on, it's going to give us emotions we don't want to feel, like high anxiety, smug merchant, resources, cups being full. Like I said, too much emotion, drama, drama, drama. It's going to create too much emotions. Cat mama, hi. Queen of Wands. This is someone in the Congress, someone like Nancy Pelosi, or someone like the vice president who has to take, there's probably a cleanup job that has to be done, you guys. This collusion with the Communist Party and the 8 Wombs mob is literally so huge that it's unfathomable. Okay, it's dirt beyond dirt. America has never experienced before. The takeover, it's just incredible. All right, you guys, we're just about ready to do the Astral Projection. I just have to clean up my cards here while I look down for a second. All right, you guys, so there's a little bit of room. All right, so now it's time to talk tourmaline. Tourmaline, which comes in a rainbow set of colors, is actually known as watermelon tourmaline. And it's actually kind of rare. The most valuable of all tourmaline is known as the Paraíba blue, and it's only mined in Brazil. Some of the larger and more high quality tourmaline is found in the interior of East Africa. And they also have a lot of tourmaline. Now, let's talk about energetic properties. Okay, tourmaline has a base which is black. Okay, that's how you can recognize it. And the black is a negativity deflector. Now, let's talk about the difference between a block, a deflector, okay, a block and a deflector. Something that blocks light, okay, is a mirror, okay? I'm sending the light back to you. You see that? The light cannot go through me. See, here's my face. Everybody, right now the lens is capturing the light between here and there. I'm blocking it with a mirror. It's just a piece of glass with coating, and there's a chemical, I forget, they put on the coating. And then it has a complete reflection. Look, now you're looking at, okay, so that's a reflector. Okay, so that's reflecting the light. Okay, it's not blocking the light. It's not, it just takes the light beam, boom, and bounces it back. And see, as I move it around, you get to see the different parts of my room. See? Ooh, there's a painting from the High Reverend that he made for me and gave me when I came to visit him at the temple on Izu Peninsula. Very, very auspicious. He doesn't normally meet with humans. He requested me, Alexia. He's like, I want to meet her. And we gifted each other, and I gifted him one of my beautiful CDs with music for all ages, and he was so impressed when he listened to it. It's called Lexi's Carousel, and that he called me in for a personal audience and gave me a hand-painted pencil drawing that he signed and everything. I know, the High Reverend at the special temple where nobody is allowed to go except for special people like me by invitation only. And like I said, even if you make it onto the temple grounds, you can request an audience, but very rarely are you given an invitation where the high priest actually requests a one-on-one audience with someone. So I am a beloved of the high priest. Yeah, the High Reverend. He's in love with me. We love each other. Okay, love is the answer, you guys. Okay, So tourmaline stone, black, the difference between blocking energy, okay, blocking energy and having stones which are protective, and then having stones which deflect negative energy, okay? So blocking energy just absorbs the energy, and that's it, it's blocked. It doesn't reflect and go back, okay? So this is like an energy block, okay? I've decided this is an identified stone. It looks like a cat's eye. So what I do is a one way of, after I finish a reading and I want to like put the deck on hold, I put something that is a blocker, like obsidian, labradorite, something thick and heavy that will not allow energy to penetrate, and it blocks it, and that holds my deck in a state of stasis, so the energy is held from the last reading. It's not cleared out. Okay, now protection stones are jade. Jade says, protect me. That draws in spiritual blessings. This was gifted to me by an acupuncturist. She said, carry this stone with you. Take this with you. I want you to be safe. And this is a blessing, some sort of a Chinese amulet with jade. Okay, because the color is less dark, it's less valuable. This is much more valuable. See that? So turquoise is also a protection stone. That's to bring in blessings for like good luck, like be at the right place at the right time, to be attuned to safety so that you're protected. So when danger comes, you're not there. It's like passing by the accident after it happened and you weren't in it. Okay, so that's spiritual blessings and protection. So sometimes I feel like I have attacking energy coming my way, especially from the internet, bots, hackers, slimy, gooey stuff. Protection helps a lot. So I very often keep my cards underneath the jade. Believe me, I almost always have my protection stone over my deck. Okay, and a lot of times before a reading, I'll hit my cards. See, bam, 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 bam. And I'm not kidding. It really shocks the energy into the deck. Because remember, I'm talking telekinesis here. Energy transfer between objects. Okay, this is a piece of paper. This is a rock. Okay, so we're protecting the paper from spiritual negativity. Now that's protection. Now, it's not the same as a negativity deflector. That's a whole nother level. Okay, so the reason I bring this up is if you have psychic disturbances, let's talk about a common one, nightmare. Or maybe you're just like insomnia. You just can't go to sleep because you've got high anxiety. Fear. You need to dispel the fear out of your energy field. Okay. You don't just want to feel safe. You want to be safe. Okay. So the protection will give you that blessing, but the deflecting that fear that's being projected onto us by others, hatred that's being projected. I don't hate anybody because of their ethnic origin or sexual. No, I think Lindsey Graham is disgusting because he misrepresented himself to his constituency. He is a traitor because he put up anti-LGBTQ equal rights he's fought against his own. He's a betrayal to his own kind. Okay, just because you're gay doesn't give you an excuse to be bad. Just because you're white doesn't mean you get away with it. Just because you're black doesn't mean you deserve it. None of that. Okay, this is like okay, so that whole energetic, I'm like, let's deflect that negativity. Okay, before we can create our new consciousness paradigm of love, for each other along the rainbow, where we go beyond tolerance for people who are different. You know, race, religion, and Poway shooting, as Guy thought that Jews are inferior. I mean, just sick mindset, okay? We are around people who actually think and feel this way, okay? It's not our job to change them, okay? That's their belief system. We want to have energy deflectors so that when that energy comes in on the social media feed, when we're around it, or around white supremacy, like, we don't call them white supremacists, just supremacists, bigots, period, the whole 9 yards. When we are around people who have bigoted energy, okay, we need to deflect that, okay? Because in my sacred practice, it is actually a sin or a grievance against the higher consciousness. Bigotry is wrong, okay? The Vedas, almost every spiritual practice, it all teaches that the sacredness of beings, both sentient and non-sentient, which means everything, not just all life. Things which are not alive are also sacred, like mountains and the air and water. Our food is sacred. Our plants are sacred. Our human beings is sacred. Our sun is sacred. The planet Earth is sacred. Our solar system is sacred. Our cosmic consciousness is sacred. The sentience and the non-sentience, those with the consciousness and a neurologic system, and those without. Here's a rock, doesn't have sentience. There's no eyes. However, it transfers energy. There is energy movement. Crystals are great at that sort of thing. And that's why we're here. We're here to use our Tourmaline trip to have an experience of gathering the tool of being able to deflect negative energy. So think of it like somebody offers you a rotten apple. Are you going to accept it graciously? Thank you very much for the rotten apple. Okay, it's like a parable. It's very Zen. Okay, what do you do when somebody offers you a rotten apple? Negativity deflector. Boom, that's your answer. Okay? So you just draw in that energy of the black tourmaline, and boom, you've got it. You don't even have to have the stone, okay? Now, as far as stones go, oh yeah, Compton Cowboys were there for the protest. They rode on Sunday. Did you see that? Anybody from LA? Any Mystic's not here? Mystic Bella? Okay, I rode through Compton. I rode my horse through Compton, and I know the Compton Cowboys, and so they came up in my feed, and they showed up yesterday. There was a whole line of it, and they had guests and everything. A bunch of blonde chicks in ponytails like me all showed up to support the Compton Cowboys. There were no white dudes. I was like, anybody could ride with them who wanted to support Compton Cowboys, but it was like all chicks and a bunch of white guys. or white chicks and a bunch of black guys. Not that it matters, but I'm just like hilarious. I'm like, yeah, I ride with black cowboys. They're awesome. Some of the PBR guys, they're best riders, bull riders. Oh yeah, so the Compton, I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of cowboys in LA. All right, so the tourmaline stone is, now we're going to go straight to talk about tourmaline stones, and then we're going to do the journey. It takes about 30 minutes, you guys, so hang in there. Yay, thanks for the likes, everybody. Thanks for putting a thumbs up. Thanks for coming, everybody. Okay, now, tourmaline is a set of rainbows, and it goes from black to a very small, like greenish section, which is why the paraba is so rare. Then there's a tiny little clear, so that you can find clear tourmaline, goes into a pink. And rainbow tourmaline, which is actually known as watermelon tourmaline, the pink is very often mistaken for rubies. Its actual name is rubellite. Okay, so rubellite is pink tourmaline, and it is often mistaken for being a ruby. Paraiba tourmaline is the most rare, and it's a deep blue color, and it's very rare and extremely expensive. And then there's black tourmaline. Now, what's so cool about black tourmaline, and I would love to get some, is that it's still a clear crystal, but it's black. Okay, somebody asked me about smoky quartz the other day. Smoky quartz is loaded with impurities. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. Like it's a rock filled with dirt. So if you like dirt and you want to bring dirt into your garden, yeah, put a smoky quartz in your garden or so. I want to bring it in the house or sleep with it. Okay, because it amplifies dirt. So if you want good dirt, that would be in the garden. Okay, so we're not talking smoky quartz. We're talking black tourmaline. Okay, because it's not an energy blocker, because it's not solid like this. It's an actual clear black section of the tourmaline at the base. It's amazing. And then it normally terminates in pink. That's why they call it watermelon. We want to be able to have energy that comes in through a stone where the good stuff still comes through, because we don't want to miss out on any of the good stuff. And so that frequency, hatred, fear, whatever it is that doesn't serve you, that is coming in. It's incoming energy and you don't want it. Boom. Just think of black tourmaline. Go back to this astral journey, because we are going into the mine together. Okay? We are going in. This mine is huge. It's like 800 feet long. It's closed right now. I purposely want to go there at night while it's closed. Okay? And they probably don't run the fans. Now, you know, oxygen gets very difficult to breathe inside of a mine, you guys. So focus on your breath when we astral journey. And once again, I create the vortex, or if you're experienced bag of stones, you can create your own vortex and then astral project, you know, a little more at leisure as you want. But for the newbies, I'll just hold the energy vortex open, and we'll go in for like 5 or 6 minutes and come out, because you don't want to spend a bunch of time in a mine. I've been in a lot of mines. It's really stuffy in there. It's hard to breathe. So remember to focus on the breath. Now, transmutation is different than transformation. Okay, when we change a thought process, we're transforming our psyche. Transmutation is a chemical change. We are transmuting, because we're going to actually touch the black. We're going to actually physically make contact with our body, energy field. Because the reason why is, while they're mining in there, at the very end, they have got the section where they're going to collect the gem crystals. We don't need that. We just want that black tourmaline. And since it's not like real valuable, as you walk through the mine, it's just like, oh my God, it's like this entire wall is black tourmaline. We're talking the whole thing is just like, boom. Like this whole room is just like a vein of black tourmaline. And then they bore out adjacent to it, because they don't want to go into the black tourmaline. So they make the tunnels like around that vein, and they just follow it around, and that's how they collect the crystals. Okay, and it's all underground. There's no lights there, so it's very, very dark. Okay, so you need to keep your light being consciousness close to you. All right, so we're going to use this experience from now on, because we're going to touch that black tourmaline. It's going to transmute into our energy field through our consciousness body, and we will have the ability to access it energetically when we leave. Okay? In order to do this, we do have to count down to go into the mine. So now's the time to chill out. Don't worry about live chatting. This isn't the time for, if you want to, go ahead. But if you want to just leave the chat, you want to be comfortable in your space, in your mindset. We'll start by breathing. I'll get you there. Okay, but now's a good time to cozy on your sofa or your, because this is sleep meditation, totally you can just put the sound on, close your eyes, and just relax. And I'll bring you back up, or you can fall asleep. That's fine too. And when we come out, we'll reconnect in the live chat. We'll be going in for quite a bit of time because an astral journey is more complex than a color meditation. Okay, we'll be in there for almost 20 minutes total. All right, everybody ready? Okay, and remember, we're deflecting negativity. So when your hesitation comes up, you'll be able to harvest the positivity. And actually, at that point, you'll have your internal processes you deal with and not all this outside influence. So you can start to heal your own, my own unseen bigotry that I don't know that I have because I'm being influenced by this supremacist culture. And it's totally paraconscious, subconscious. I know it's there. I know I'm doing it. But to access that negativity within myself, this will give me a chance to heal that and allow positive people to show me and teach me how to be a better citizen towards my brothers and sisters, okay, who don't look like me. All right. But the negativity that's being brought in from the media, from the supremacists that's coming our way, we don't have to accept it. Just like that rotten apple, when somebody get up. See that, how that was? Just done. You don't even have to argue with the guy. You don't take a piece of rotten fruit. It's just like Zen moment. Okay? It is like totally, that's the parable. That's the spiritual parable that goes along with negativity deflection is, what do you do when somebody offers you a rotten piece of fruit? So, of course, there's no answer. But that's the Zen, okay? So negativity deflector. Just think about it. How do you respond? Okay. We don't want to keep reacting, writing, and all that. Okay. So here we go, guys. It's the top of the hour. Let's start by getting cozy and comfortable. Da, 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 da. Take a deep breath. We'll take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in. And exhale. Bring in love. And exhale. Everything that is not aligned with love. And bring in love for myself. I love myself. I love my body. I love everything that God has blessed me with. And release all those people who've told me so many times I wasn't pretty enough or good enough or had the wrong age or color or whatever. Goodbye. And breathe in. I breathe in love for all and breathe out bigotry. All right, now that we're relaxed, we are going to begin by choosing how we want to enter the mind. So since it's in Brazil and it's closed tonight, all of you on the East Coast are kind of on the same time zone. So as you sit comfortably on your sofa and focus on your breath, let's just imagine popping on your favorite Latin airline and showing up at the airport closest to the mine and jumping off the plane and taking a little bus ride over to the mine. And now we're at the mine, just like regular Joe. Okay, and it's night, and the moon's out because it's the late quarter moon. It comes out late at night, so there's a waning moon in the sky, and it's Brazil. Oh my God, you can hear the sound of the night animals. There's like birds squawking in the trees and monkeys rustling because they're like, hey, what are the people doing here at night? The mine's closed. They're not supposed to be back till morning. So we just woke up a bunch of animals, so you can hear them squawking in the trees. And we're going to go in as people, okay, because people go in. So it's a little easier. Okay. And so here we are. We're at the mine. It's a big old place. There's lots of equipment. It's all off right now. It's dark. All right, so let's pull out a flashlight. Everybody's going to need a flashlight, so pull out your light. Remember how we said you were going to need a light? So let's create a light. Make a light, you guys. See a light. Put on your flashlights and just flash them on the ground. Okay? So now you're on the ground. You're looking at the ground. And now we're going to start the meditation as we go down because we have to descend. Okay? And we're going to carry our flashlights. We are breathing deeply, good fresh air. And we're holding our flashlights because that's all we need is air and light. And we're good to go, you guys. Okay? And we're at number 10. We're at the entrance. What we see now is a platform with a hole. And we shine our light down there and ooh, it's dark. Who wants to go first? I'll go first. Don't worry, we'll go down in a line. Alexia will go first. I've been in mines before, bunches of them, okay, that were actually closed and non-operational that were way more dangerous than this. This is a piece of cake. All right, so here we are at the top of the stairs. I'm going to lead you down. Number 10, take the first step down the stair. It's dark. I think you guys have to shine the light for me. Thanks, guys. Y'all are shining the light down on Alexia. You can see me descending. And I've got about 6 or 8 steps down in the mine. I'm down the ladder, and we're at number 9 in our countdown. I'm pulling out my flashlight so we can see. It's just a bunch of dirt walls. It's kind of dusty, and there's a lot of pegmatite. It's like loose putty clay. There's a few drips of water coming through the walls. And it stinks, you guys, okay? And now it's time for somebody brave to come down. All right, who's next? Number 8. I'm moving way down the ladder, and now I've actually hit the first level. So I'm on the dirt, and I've got my flashlight on, and I'm shining it up, and I'm starting to see you guys come down one by one. All you're doing is going down a set of steps. Keep walking and take a deep breath to number 7. Okay, everybody, we're going down a set of steps. It's rickety, it stinks, it's dark, but don't worry, I'm right here in level 1 on standing on the dirt. You're not going to fall. Okay, you're just going down a set of rickety metal stairs. Okay. Somebody special like Bag of Stones is holding the flashlight at the top. So we've got light coming on both sides because the mine's closed right now. We're kind of like little thieves in the night checking out the tourmaline mine. But we're not gonna take anything. We're just gonna touch the black tourmaline. That's all we're gonna do is just touch a giant section of it. Literally touch it and then go. All right. Here we are at number 6. All right, everybody's starting to get together here at level 1. Is everybody down yet? Did you guys hit the dirt here? It's just plain dirt. It's kind of reddish, a little dusty. There's like a little convening area where all the miners and everybody, there's a lot of tool packs. Do you see over there in the corner? There's like all this mining equipment and tool packs and stuff right over there. See, the guys will be back in the morning. It's like no big deal. There's still plenty of fresh air, okay? All right, okay, but we need to be concerned about air, so take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, number 5. Okay, let's all look down the tunnel together. Boom, here we go with the flashlights. We're looking down the tunnel. All right, number 4. Let's start marching here. We're going down the tunnel. You guys, there's a lot of tunnels. It's like huge. There's hundreds and hundreds of feet. I think we need to go to level 4. All right, so here we are. We're on level 1 and we're counting down to number 3. All right, we've walked about 80 feet down the first tunnel and I'm taking a turn. You guys, you see this now? Now you see there's a diversion in the path. We're going to the right. We're going down this one because I just feel energetically there's a big black rock this way. All right, so here we are at number 2. We are in a smaller section of the tunnel altogether in this group of wonderful people. There's 7 or 8 of us. This is great. Say hi to your friends. We're all together. I love you. I love you, Kate. Big hug. I love you, Connie. Big hug, Zelda. Everybody on the chat, Renee, big hug. Yep, we're all hugging here and on our way to the next level. Okay, now look. You guys see this? There's a hole up there. We have to actually climb through this hole, and on the other side is going to be the entrance to the crystal harvesting area. We're not going to go all the way back there, but we're going to just go through this hole to the other side, and that way we can get to the tourmaline. It's just one more hole, you guys. Deep breath. Here I am. I'm climbing into this. Kind of got to make yourself a little small. Don't be afraid. Carry your flashlight. Ask your partner to take care of you. Hold hands. Okay. And okay. I saw, 3 or 4 people made it over. I can feel it. Okay. Come on. The last of you guys. We need everybody over that edge thingy. Just climb on over. There you go. 6. Good job, guys. All right, now, you guys, this is really cramped, but you can see it. It's right down there. Okay, you see it? It's freaking huge. It's sticking out like a boulder. Okay, and they removed the pegmatite from around this giant boulder. It's not like the same as a vein. It's like a boulder. And they decided that they didn't want to go down this tunnel. So this is almost the end of this stream. When they removed the pegmatite, they couldn't find any tourmaline. They couldn't get to it. Something was wrong. So what's happened is there's this boulder of black tourmaline. Literally, it's like about 3.5 feet off the ground. It's sticking out. It's got a pointy part, and it's really big. It's about 12 feet in diameter. Okay. All right. Now, everybody take a deep breath. Now, here we are. Let's just enjoy the energy of this gorgeous black rock. Oh my God, it's incredible. Oh, okay. Okay, you guys are touching it. That's fine. Go ahead and touch it. Sure. It's a rock. You can touch it. Oh, you guys are so brave. Oh, that's so cool. You feel so safe with me here. I can tell that you really honor my stability, and that you feel my security emotionally, and you're just totally in awe. And you guys, somebody went up and literally hugged the black tourmaline. Check that out. I was just going to touch it, but it is a rock. It's fine with us touching it. Okay, so I'm going to touch it now too. Oh, it feels great. It feels cold. I like that. Ooh, I love how cold it feels. When we come back up, I'll be totally anxious to hear how you guys experience the blackness of it. Okay, so let's just hang out here for about 6 minutes. Oh, wow, this is cool, you guys. We are in the Tourmaline Mine, hanging out in this little side tunnel with this boulder of black tourmaline. A lot of us have touched it. We've bonded. We've had a chance to hug each other. because we can't normally do that over the live stream. I just feel everybody's love. This is fabulous. All right, now here comes the negativity. You can feel it. All right, guys, you can feel negativity coming in. Now let's all work together and just connect with the stone, and poof, it's gone. See that? A little bit like a Harry Potter movie when they send in those thingies and they just kind of disappear. They have no strength in our world, in our personal world. This lovely group of 7 here, 8, with your hostess. I'm breathing deeply, remembering that I love black as a color. It's such a gorgeous color. Look at the clarity of this blackness and how sacred and special this is. Wow, black tourmaline. To me, it looks like it has a little bit of, on the edges, it looks like some of the blackness is a little bit missing, and it goes into this sort of like clear, oh, what is that hue? It kind of a charcoal, kind of like a charcoal metal. You see that kind of metallic hue on one of the edges of that crystal? Yeah, that one. You can see it's a little shinier light. Go ahead and bring out the lights, guys. Yeah, it's right over on the edge, on the other side of that giant chunk that's sticking out. You can see that there's a little bit more of an edge that's a little bit smaller. It only looks like it's about 2 feet high, because this thing is big. And on the edge of it's like the color is a little pale. You see that? It looks like a charcoal. I love that charcoal color. Is one of my favorite colors. I love charcoal. Yeah. Beautiful. I love this, you guys. We're telecommunicating in a crystal cave. All right, so let's just honor the humanness of our bodies, and let's just give a 10-second moment of silence to let the crystal just be there, and then we're going to reconvene and start our next process. Wow, you guys, I am so grateful to have this companionship inside this crystal tourmaline mine. You guys are wonderful. This is just great. I love everybody here. This is awesome. Yeah, and it's a small enough group we can fit in this little hole. Okay, now let us prepare ourselves to exit this little section of the mine by once again just making contact with the crystal. We can all hold the crystal. It's huge. Just go ahead and touch it. Oh, wow, I can feel so much energy going through the crystal in between my 2 hands. This giant arc of energy. My goodness. Wow. And I'm going to just share the fable or the story, the African story of the rainbow tourmaline, which says that the reason the tourmaline is all those colors is because it fell over the rainbow onto the earth. Oh, that's so sweet. All right, everyone, let's start climbing back up. We have to go over that little lip Do not trip, okay, everybody? Let's ground ourselves here. Ground yourselves in this little hole, okay? It's easy to get back up. This is super calm, super, super easy. The toughest part is we each need to lift our legs up and climb over that lip thingy on the way into the psyche. Both feet up and over, okay? Breathe in. Oh, and breathe out. Number one, we're stepping up over this lip thingy. We're going up and over it. Everybody, breathe in and step over it. I want to make sure the whole group is out of this section. So all 8 of us, people on replay, make sure you safely, very good little maneuver, get up and over. Ooh, up and over, up and, okay, good. All right, now we're all on the next side. Number 2, breathe in. Here you can feel the oxygen is improving immediately. Yay. Okay, flashlights, everybody, turn them on. Flashlights on. Number 3, deep breath. And we're just gonna have our little parade. Our little samba parade. We're all going together, marching up in a little line. We can hold hands, no problem. And number 4, okay, we're out of that side tunnel. All we gotta do is turn to the left, you guys. I remember where we're going. Don't worry, we're taking a left-hand turn, and you can see it's a much bigger tunnel. Now we're in the main tunnel. Number 4, all we got to do is move on up to number 5, and we're at level 1. Oh, take a really, really deep breath in and exhale on number 6. Once again, we are looking at the set of stairs. At number 7, we make eye contact. Hi, guys. We're all together here, hanging at the bottom of the stairs. Who wants to go first? I don't have to go first this time. Who wants to go first? We'll shine the flashlights up. Who's going? Okay, first person's going up. And take another deep breath. 7 and 8. Now more people are going up. I have to make sure that I'm the last one up because I have to make sure everybody gets up. Okay, everybody's going up. I'm going last time. Go ahead, bag of stones. I'll take care of everybody. And number 9, you guys up there? You up there on the platform? Are you up there on the platform looking down the hall at me standing at the bottom of the stairs? Good. Shine your light down because I got to turn my flashlight off to climb up. Thank you. Here I come. 10. Now we're all together on the platform. All right, everybody, want to check in on the live chat? Woohoo! Oh my God, we mustn't take any stones with us. I feel that. I felt that thought. Oh, I wish I could take one home with me. No, 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 no. Do not attempt on an astral journey to take anything back. Leave it there. Okay, we touched the rock because it can handle us. It's a boulder and it can handle us. It didn't break or crack or anything. Yay! Okay, so interesting. There was an animal that slithered across Kate's foot. Was it creepy? How do you feel about snakes? There is a lot of flippin' animals in Brazil. You think we got animals in America? Oh my God. It's a jungle out there. I'm looking at the live chat if I'm not looking at the... Oh, stones loved it. Meeting the tourmaline. Do you have any tourmaline, bag of stones? Do you actually have any tourmaline in your possession? Better than hugging a tree, says Cat Mama. Oh, stones are incredible. I couldn't believe it when I touched it the second time because we did it twice. I could see the arc literally like in my room because I'm here with my eyes open hosting. I could literally see an arc of golden light going between my hands. through the crystal. It was like, oh my God, so strong, that energy field. You have a small piece, Cat Mama? Ooh. Is it black? I have some green tourmaline. And I put it on tonight and it said no. It just practically flew off my finger. It said, no way, Jose, I ain't going in there. So my tourmaline didn't want to come. Today I brought my garnet. This is my Rajasthan garnet. Look at how dark it is. It's red. It is blood red. It is so dark. Wow. Oh man. Cat Mama's is birthstone. Megastone's working on getting some tourmaline. Yeah, your birthstone, Cat Mama. Awesome. Oh, yeah, Zelda, I agree with you on that. I'll take a snake over a spider any day. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Snakes, I'm cool. Even poisonous ones with the triangle heads, I'm cool. I can handle snakes. Me and my horse, we've had a lot of rattlesnake encounters, and snakes are very respectful of horses, and horses and snakes have an agreement. Like, basically, snake is afraid of horse. So I ride out and I've got my snake and we just walk right over him. And I'm like, don't step on the snake, horsey. And we've got an agreement. The snakes don't mess with us. We don't mess with them. But there's tons of snakes where we are. Oh my God, they're in holes. Now that's the worst part, is my horse's hoof will go through the hole, and I got to be careful of snake holes. They're worse than the snakes. Oh, that's so sweet. January. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, golden pine. That sounds lovely. Garter snakes are so pretty. They have the rings on them. Snake is Kundalini for the animal totem. It means the life force that goes through all the chakras in the body. And it's also a base life force and a creativity force. And what the belief system in the new paradigm was that it made snakes bad. Remember how they said St. Patrick's drive the snakes out of Ireland? What that was saying was it was the beginning of the desecration of the feminine divine. So the snake is actually good. The snake is good. That's Kundalini. That's our energy. When we block the snake energy, we cut off our energy and we live a disconnected life. We don't connect our hearts and our minds and our bodies, and it just becomes all out. So snake is very inclusive. Very inclusive. And it's also reptilian, and our brains are reptilian too. That's right. And that has a lot to do with our eyes and our eyelids. That's right. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad, Renee, you were napping. That's wonderful. Capricorn's a great sign. Not like there's any sign that's better than the other, because each attribute can be used against you or in your favor. So it's our personal responsibility to use our attributes to contribute, and then work on our, how shall we say, weaknesses. But I don't like to generalize by sun signs, because there's rising sign and it's too complex. So that's why I don't just do like personal astrology readings by sign. However, I do work a ton with the new numerology, and the Nostradamus deck has everything all going by different astronomy signs. Yeah, they're big on astronomy as opposed to astrology. So I'm much bigger onto the astronomy aspect and the numerology. But I'm kidding, you guys, there's no way around it. The numbers are lining up for 2020, and June is a big, big, big one. All right, so now we've got our strength for deflecting negativity, so we can still accept love, because when we just put up blocks, it cuts off energy that we could use that's making a contribution to us. So we want to allow energy to come to us that's attuned and aligned with us, and then deflect. We all know what's non-aligned. That's how I think of it. Because when I'm holding a space of love, an intention of love, then that which is not aligned with love will be deflected. It'll just go elsewhere. Does it make sense? Thank you, Bag of Stones. I wanted to invite Bag of Stones to do a dual live stream. So we're going to need to connect. Do you feel safe just how's a safe way for us to connect, Bag of Stones? Because I've never really tried to contact people over YouTube, but we need to connect like over email. Does that make sense? Because then we'll set up for you to be a guest. I would love to have you as a guest because you use stones, you use runes, and runes are stones, and we love stones, we love rocks. And Renee's like, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so Bag of Stones. Oh, thanks, Cat Mama. Yeah, we're gonna do one next week, but I think later June I'm probably gonna be not available. So we're definitely doing one next week's probably gonna be the 3rd. I do like 3 a month. Okay, so Bag of Stones, how can we connect so that we can set up you to be a guest is the question. How can we do that? Email. Do you feel comfortable just writing your email down for a second? And then I'll write it down on the piece of paper and then delete the comment, because we don't really want to give your email out to the on the replay, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Okay, I think I have to grab a pen. Oops. Excuse me here, you guys, while I grab a pen. Okay, hold on a sec. Oh, that's too easy for words. I got it. I got your email. Okay, now for safety purposes, I wonder if I can delete that comment. I didn't add anybody as a moderator. Here, let me see if oh, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. No, not user on timeout. Here we go, hide. Okay, did that just hide did it just hide it so nobody can see that email address? Because I don't want to put you on timeout. Oh, can you retract it now that you have it, Bag of Stones? Let me see if I can give you. Supposed to try to add somebody as a. Oh, I know why I can't do this. I'm actually streaming over StreamYard, which makes the experience a whole lot better, but I can't access the YouTube functions. Okay. All right, so I'll just email you, no problem. And if you feel unsafe, just delete your comment, end of problem. Perfect. And you'll get an email with me in 24 hours, but I think we're going to go to sleep, everyone, tonight. Perfect. Okay, and it's mostly for your safety, just not to have your email hanging out somewhere in a live chat. Okay, so we'll make it super easy. Hopefully we can get this set up by next week so you can come on next Monday. Okay, there you go, Bag of Stones. Click on your comment and it gives option to delete. It's really, I encourage you to delete it. Okay, perfect. All right, everybody. Namaste. Have beautiful dreams tonight. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Namaste, everybody. Goodbye.